How's it going? How's everybody doing? Uh, this is a rare Sunday Diablo stream. Yeah, I gotta go to Act 3. Fed the cats, and and my brother's helping out. He's doing the fries and the burger. I got the burgers out of the freezer and on the thing, but I'm doing corn on the cob for me, so I got up. After I fed the cats, I cleaned the ears of corn, and they're in the steamer right now. And then
I need spirits.
oh my God,
Not enough spirits.
I really wish I could remember it. The stream I did yesterday, so it would be the one from. Well, if you're watching this one, whether it's on here or on YouTube, I should have the date in this. I want to say it's like the 19th. I repeatedly mentioned that YouTube podcast I was watching. You gotta go check it out. Oh my God, it was like 2 hours long. There's no way I could fucking remember all that. I watched Ancient Aliens this morning, and I'm not entirely sure. I've been lightheaded off and on for a while now. I'm not doing too bad like today.
I don't have enough spirits.
But I don't remember what day it was. But I had a day the last couple of days where I got really lightheaded, and I was kind of worried that it was going to turn into like when I broke my ankle. So I went and laid down, and fuck, I slept from like noon, 1 o'clock until like after 5, 6 o'clock. And then I woke up and got something to eat. And then the shitty part is that's the first time in a long time where I had something like that happen, and I had trouble going to sleep. But I still finally got to sleep. Woke up like 5 o'clock or feed the cats. I didn't wake up early, but I actually woke up, and then I was up. I think I was up most, if not all. Yes, I think I laid down and sort of vegged out. I don't think I took a nap, but yesterday I think I was awake all day, and I'm not. I think it was like 2 days ago, but I'm not sure. And let's go talk to the Colonel.
You must be the hero I've been hearing so much
Colonel
about.
Severin.
Well, you have my thanks.
My mind is stronger. I am returning to town.
And but that thing was, again, I don't like the guy that was interviewing him. He even made the comment a couple times, like, even if only 30% of what you're saying turns out to be true, this is mind blowing. He was looking at the Sumerian kings list and other Sumerian data and evidence we have. He was linking it up to people in the Bible, and he was talking about like Gilgamesh going to, because he said there were like 5 Sumerian cities. They were originally the 5 first Sumerian cities, and one of them was listed as the 5th one. And when he went to that one, he met someone, and he gave you the Sumerian name, or what they believe is the Sumerian name. He goes, he's later going to be called Noah. And he intertwined all these stories. The other thing he said that was kind of interesting, and again, I don't know if it's true, I just find it fascinating. I don't know. It's one of those things where I don't know if we'll ever know it's true unless we develop a time machine, can go back, and God forbid we're going to fuck something up while we're there. But he mentioned that, like, and I've heard this only recently. I don't remember hearing about this like in the past, but he was talking about the ancient Athenians, and he was talking about their connection to these stories, and then he said, like, the ancient Athenians, they're what became known as the Olympian gods. They lived in Olympus. Their king was Zeus or whatever, and or whatever the Greek name is. Because I sometimes I did this when I was still healthy, but I sometimes mix up the Greek and the Roman names, because the Romans pretty much took the Greek mythology and just renamed it. You know, couldn't have the original names. Got to rename everything. And but Zeus was their king. The leader of the Olympians was the king of the Athenians. And he said, when you read the stories of the Olympians and the Titans were the Atlanteans. And he's got this whole story. It's really, really good. I was really glad I watched it. And the one thing I will say again, like, when I'm not asleep, I want to watch it again. But watching The Proof Is Out There and watching Ancient Aliens, I normally find a lot of the older episodes better. I really do. Because so much now, they're just rehashing stuff they did before. But sometimes they do have new evidence, and I'm okay with that. But,
Not enough spirit.
That's fucked up. I got 2 arrows in here. I don't know which one I'm supposed to go to.
I don't have enough spirit.
I don't have chat on. I'm kind of watching the news. I did a show the other day called Indictment Watch, and I'm still kind of there. Because normally what I've been doing lately for the news, I've been doing it for a couple years now. So I quit watching it for a while. And then when I started watching it again, I wasn't mad at anybody, but, you know, like, what I was finding was, you know, like, you watch it and they're just rehashing the same shit over and over and over again. And I'm like, well, you know, I already saw it once. As long as I remember it, I don't need to see it again, you know. If I wasn't remembering, it'd be like, you know, I'm going to rewatch Ancient Aliens, not because I love it, but because I watched it this morning, and there's parts of it I don't really remember, because I was just waking up. I wasn't feeling that good. And,
You are defeated. I don't have enough spirit.
but, you know, the thing is, though, like, one day they were talking about Trump's indictment. Then the next day they were talking about a superseding indictment. And, like, the other day they announced that Mark Meadows got some fucking, and they said it's really unlikely that they said it's definitely arguable. It's definitely, you know, he isn't going to get tagged for bringing it up frivolously. Maybe on appeal. But they said it's really unlikely that he's going to succeed here. And they said what's going to happen is they're likely going to say, like, Bill Barr covered this. Trump's own attorney general, who has really, since, you know, for the longest time when he was in office, he was supporting the criminal shit that Trump did. Like, when the Mueller report came out and said he was guilty of, you know, he could be charged with 10 cases of obstruction of justice, he fucking spun it. Later, a judge A judge demanded to see the indictment, the Mueller report. It wasn't an indictment, but a judge, asked to see it, and they're like, "Oh, well, we don't know if we can give it to you." And the judge looked at the Trump administration. She goes, "I'm going to slap a subpoena on your desk, and let's see what happens if you don't follow it." And they got real quiet. This is the thing the Democrats need to start doing. I'm sorry. This happened with Trump. They had all these people that were subpoenaed, and they should have been like that judge. They didn't have the guts to do it. They literally didn't have the guts to do it. And what they should have done was they should have sent out the sergeant at arms with an arrest warrant from the Senate or from the House, arrested them, and locked them up in the jail. They fed them bologna sandwiches and fucking put them in a prison garb and just hold them there until they wanted to fucking cooperate. And that happened during the Nixon Watergate scandal. The Congress, they demanded that some of Nixon's people come over for hearings, and they were literally told, I don't know if it was the chief of staff, I think it was the chief of staff, Haldeman or whatever his name was, and he goes, "Well, what are you going to do if they don't show up?" And I guess he was told flat out, "Well, we're going to arrest him and we're going to throw him in our jail in the basement until he fucking answers our questions." And he didn't know what to say. And guess what? The dude showed up. I guarantee you they only had to do it once. But you take that Navarro. This is a guy who was given a subpoena to turn over evidence or something. He worked for Trump. And he refused. Almost immediately an arrest warrant went out for his stupid ass. And they hauled him in, and he was damn near crying when he got out of jail. "I don't believe it, man. Why didn't they just talk to me? I mean, we could have talked about this." They gave you a fucking subpoena. Talking was over, fuckhead. It's time for you to fucking comply. And he did. He was just damn near in tears over that. And, fuck it. I just gotta get to level 2 and kill everybody.
Not enough spirit.
Be polite, be courteous, and then have a plan to kill everybody when you get to level 2. And but they said that Bill Barr, he basically made a comment. He goes, even if Trump really believes that he didn't win, and he goes, I got my doubts on that. And he goes, I think he was saying that the court's probably going to have their doubts on it. The jury's probably going to, when they bring in the evidence of people saying, well, yeah, Donald Trump told me, can you believe I lost to this guy? Or the people that are going to testify, yeah, he told us that we couldn't tell anybody we lost. We had to tell everybody we won. And, but he said even if he firmly believed it, he goes, you can firmly believe that the bank is illegally holding some of your money. He goes, that does not give you a right to break into the bank and steal your fucking money. He goes, it's just not the way it's done. So he goes, this argument he has is just not going to hold up. And then him and others have been agreeing with some of the ones on the left that these motions to move the Georgia case to federal court, they said they're gonna fail, just like Trump. Trump tried to get a New York case moved to federal court, and it got thrown out. And the one for that was they basically said, they go, well, what you did wasn't part of your job as president, so you've got no basis. And it'll be the same thing here, like Mark Meadows is trying to say, well, I'm immune to it from the supremacy clause or whatever the hell it is. I was working for the president. You can't, this goes back to Nixon, where Nixon was lying and telling that interviewer that he had, oh, well, if the president does it, it's not illegal. And that they're operating off of that. I don't know why. To me, they should get their head out of their ass and they should be out trying to craft a deal. Maybe one of them has, and the rest of them are shit out of luck. But because usually the first rat gets the biggest piece of cheese. So I don't know, but it really seems like they should have one of them at least should have offered to turn evidence and maybe not go to jail for quite so long. Or maybe they did, and like, because this is something they were talking to Glenn Kirshner about, and they asked him, do you think one of them will make a deal and get away scot-free? And he said no. He goes, I seriously doubt if that's going to happen. So maybe someone did try to offer a plea deal, and they're like, well, we can like knock your sentence down a little bit, or maybe we can drop a couple of these charges. And they might have been looking at not going to jail. And it might be for them where they figure, well, 10 years versus 50 years is going to be a life sentence for me anyways. I don't want to be in there getting ass raped for 10 years. So I might as well take a risk of going to jail and see if I can get away with it.
Laura, I haven't heard from the Haram. We sent to the Scovos High.
Yeah, seriously, that one I was talking about yesterday, that was really, really good. And the Ancient Aliens from Friday night, that was really good. Yeah, I already got the one. I had one of these before and after. I don't get this.
Not enough spirit.
I'm not sure I'm going to be able to complete this task because this guy here, it's still showing. This happened once before where I completed it. It's done. I've opened that guy up and it's not letting him do anything. Just in case I'll kill all of these guys. Maybe that's what I gotta do.
It is not ready yet.
Well, get it ready.
I learned much from that.
I'm gonna end the stream if this is fucked up because it's still flashing. I'm still getting an arrow, but yet everything I can do has been done. They need to get their game fixed. I'm sorry. At this point, having something like that just seems bad. Yeah, I don't know what to say. The one, that was one of the best videos yesterday that I have watched in a while, just for being interesting, just for being, like I said, that one guy kept interviewing, he's like, man, even if only 30% of this turns out to be true, this is game changing. But the thing that got me, and he's got some evidence, because, there's some evidence because the guy kept asking me, okay, this part you're telling me, what's the timeline on this? And one of them, I think it was the Gilgamesh talking to Noah. He wasn't called Noah, but he goes, if you read he goes, this is my favorite part of Gilgamesh. He goes, it's the part nobody reads. But he started talking about this.
I don't have enough spirit.
But he said it was like 50,000 years ago. And he also, in it, he talks about the Noah story, and he goes, yeah, they really, when they stole this for the Bible, because they got it all wrong, and he was talking about it, and he kind of explained it. And see, I had heard some of this before, that, a lot of the people that are looking at the facts now, they, I think I'm going to watch it again and maybe I'll take some notes maybe and try and talk about it in a future stream. Because one of the things that got me was I think it's one of the Sumerian cities. And I think I might have been, I was either talking to myself after the stream, I kept watching it when the stream was over. But he was talking about how it was just basically discovered like in the last 5 to 10 years. And he's like, they've only dug up what they think is about 1% of it. It's huge. And I can smell the corn, so I'm getting hungry now.
Your strength fails. I'm returning to town.
And but he was talking about even the mainstream archaeologists that dug it up. And I wish I at least want to get the note so I can tell you what it is, so you could look it up. And because the guy that was interviewed, he's like, well, yeah, go type this and type that out, and you can go look it up, and he'll give you some information. But the mainstream people that had dug it up, he said even they, in their report, said that some of the stuff that they are uncovering is very disturbing for what is considered to be known history. They were having problems with it. And I just found it interesting. I really absolutely found it interesting. Ooh, nail biter. Holy shit. Oh shit. Fists of Thunder. We got the Brick Top. Yeah, that was just unbelievably fascinating yesterday, I thought. Yeah, that did blow me away. Like it's freaking interesting, you know. The thing is, some of that stuff we may never know one way or the other, at least not 100%, but it's still fascinating. But again, a lot of what he said, it all lined up. The thing I didn't like is he was asked if he had talking to Randall Carson. That's the guy's name, Randall Carson, and Randall Carson and Graham Hancock. And he goes, no, you know, and he was like, I didn't run any of this by him because frankly I didn't feel I needed to because I did my work, I can show. And that to me is kind of an arrogant thing because he might be wrong on some of this. He might absolutely be wrong on some of this. And, you know, they might be able to help him out. You know, on the grant, they might learn something from him. I'm not saying that. But they might have a different perspective that will help him out in the long run. Well, hi there, Patches. Oh, food might be done. I gotta go. Yeah, somebody's bugging me. Hang on. She didn't really like what I fed her, so she's hoping we got something better to feed her ourselves. Yeah, she's hoping for some of our food. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and cancel the stream. Hope everybody has a good day. These Sunday streams are rare for Diablo, but I needed something to do while I waited. Peace out and have a good day.